Alright, now we're on to our next option at the top, and that would be the Fusion toolbar. Now, the Fusion toolbar gets into more of the specific just screen reader modes. So what you have is browsing mode, page navigation, tutor mode, learning center, and pronunciation. So first and foremost, browsing mode. Browsing mode is what you use when you are really using mostly the full screen reader and you are browsing, of course, the internet. Technically, it is describing to you or helping you customize all of your shortcut keys while you're browsing the internet to make things very streamlined for you while using a screen reader. So for instance, in browsing mode, you browse by using your 4 arrow keys, and each time you press the down arrow key, it's going to read you your next sentence, or you can have different combinations to make it read each word to you or each paragraph to you. So browsing mode just makes internet browsing useful and possible because of its screen reading capabilities when you're reading the internet, and it makes it a lot more organized, which is very, very nice. Page navigation is, again, ZoomText has a few things to help with this, but again, it is when you are completely lost on a web page, you're looking for certain elements in that web page, and you can't really find them very easily. Page navigation sorts those all into you. It gives you, say, your links and your tables and everything, and it sorts them out so that you are able to navigate those different elements on the page and find what you're looking for. Tutor mode is pretty self-explanatory. It's a number of videos that will explain to you how to use ZoomText, and as I'm sure you can tell by now, there's a lot to learn, so tutor mode is very useful if you just want to sit down and learn what you're doing. Learning centers like tutor mode, except it's more organized and there are videos and also text that you can explore, which should help you figure out how to use specific parts of the program. I just find it's a lot more easy to navigate, and you can just look up specifically what you want to learn. Pronunciation is, well, again, pretty self-explanatory. A lot of the times with screen readers, and because the English language is just weird like this, screen readers do the best that they can, but they don't always read things correctly, especially when we're talking about names or specific places. So what pronunciation is if it's driving you crazy that your screen reader is not saying something correctly, you can go and fix it so that it is saying it correctly and the words sound right. Alright, and last but not least at the top is tools. Under this section we have full/doc, recorder, BG reader, and image reader. Full/doc helps you to change what you want magnified. A lot of you, if you've used the magnification tool on Windows, you'll get what I mean, but it's technically saying, do you want to only magnify part of the screen and have the other part look normal? Or do you want the whole entire screen to be magnified? Like what part of the screen should be magnified and what part shouldn't? Recorder is what it says. It records and captures text. You can take text that you've copied and you can record it here. So pretty much it's just a place to store text. BG reader reads your captured text, so if you need to copy something and then you want to read what you've copied, you can paste it here and get it to read it to you. And image reader is something interesting in of itself. ZoomText has a particular image reader in it, and it will be able to read you text in an image. You need a camera that comes with ZoomText to be able to use it, but it is really cool because, like in the eBot Pro, this would be able to take a snapshot of a document, and not only would it give you the words in very large, high contrast font, it would also be able to read them to you. That is all of our settings. That's technically all of ZoomText's Fusion kind of squished into one really compact explanation there. But it is a very useful program. It is very nice for adapting that way. And now I guess I'll get into what I like and maybe what I don't so much like about it. As with any screen reader or any magnification software, there's always going to be little glitches and stuff with it. ZoomText Fusion is a new software. It's only been around for a year or two, and they're still working out bugs, they're still updating it, and things are still trying to get worked out. It's not perfect. It does have its little funny things that it does. Something I will warn you about is that It only really functions properly with one internet browser, which would be Internet Explorer. So if you're using Google Chrome or Firefox or Edge, it's not going to be completely compatible with them. The nice thing is that it does have a window that pops up and tells you when you try to open these internet browsers that it might not be able to run properly with them. Worst case scenario that I've found is that your internet browser just crashes. ZoomText Fusion usually doesn't, and then you can just open up Internet Explorer instead and go from there. A lot of other screen readers that I've worked with really have issues and really get glitchy when you do work with your internet browsers. So this one does actually work quite well with Internet Explorer, so I'll take it. I mean, when you consider that most of them won't even read anything on any browser, this is a lot better than that alternative. Another nice thing, kind of connecting with what I just said, is that it will work with most documents. I like to use the Windows 10 magnifier and narrator, which are built-in programs in Windows 10. However, these programs only work when you're in Windows technically. If you're using something like OpenOffice and trying to work with those programs, it will not track for you. Tracking is where when you're typing and you're zoomed in, your zoomed in magnification is following your cursor as you type. A lot of those magnification programs will not follow your zoomed in cursor and will not follow your text as you're typing, which drives people off the wall. Tracking is very, very important because you need to see where you are and what you're doing. ZoomText does have quite a decent tracker and works very, very well with most programs that I've worked with. I love the fact that it's so customizable that I can have settings on that work for me and other settings off that don't. I don't always need the full screen reader. I don't always need all the magnification settings. I don't always need it to say things to me, but at certain times I like it to say things to me. So I can really customize it and get in there and figure out what I need. They've also done a really, really good job of thinking up ways to get past things that frustrate us as low vision users with the tools that they've given us. For instance, Doc Reader. It's so nice. I love that I can take text that at one point is very, very small or very hard to read and just put it in a easy, streamlined, easy to read, easy to navigate document. Speak It is so, so, so nice. When all I need is for it to say something once to me, I just click ZoomText, click on the Speak It tool, and I can figure out what I was looking at in 2 seconds without having to turn on and off the whole narration setting and wait for the program to do all that stuff. Something I should also mention about ZoomText is it does take up a good amount of memory in your computer processing. It can make things a little bit slower than you'd like. I have definitely found that with the majority of screen readers and magnifiers. This is just life if you're using one. It will slow down your computer a bit, but if you have a more modern or newer computer, you shouldn't really notice it unless you need a high performance computer. For instance, if you're rendering a video or something, you're going to need that CPU, but otherwise it's not a big deal, but just thought I'd let you know because that is important. Alright guys, so all in all, that's really ZoomText Fusion 10.1 in a nutshell. It's nice, it's useful compared to other programs. I think it works really well, and I think it's a great idea how you have adapting from low vision to complete blindness, or how you have a mix of a screen reader and a magnification software. I love it. I think that it's very useful to a lot of people, and I hope that this video was helpful and helped to explain some of the main features in ZoomText. So thanks for watching guys, I really hope it was useful, and as usual, if you want to know anything, please comment below and I will answer any questions I can. So until next time guys, thanks so much, and I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm doing great, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.